now I'm too rich. Made 100K. Man, we been getting money for a long time. All you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, look, right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, look, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Brother went to jail for them, told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club, the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a
10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Barkevious Mingo. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
That's complete to Meredith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Box it.
Now it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Room here to run. Caught on the right side by Jones. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Zoom. Here we go. 58.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Yeah, Liz. Back to Norm. Hey, check 26. Switch.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jumbo! Hey, 50! J-Mike!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Yeah, Liz. Here we go. 58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Trent Murphy in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
No.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
We got 3.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
No. Check. Patriot!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Over!
From the gun, Fields. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Barkevious Mingo in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick.
2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, Fields. And that's caught by Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Leopard! All right, now, look at 56.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dallas Goedert from 4 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Yeah, Liz. Line left. Jumbo! Switch! Hey!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hold. Inside.
Snap comes at 1. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Last stop.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Yeah, Liz. Here we go. 58. Hey, where y'all going? Get up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Lets this one rip. He's got it at the 15. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. And even 40 yards. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Jones. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Hurry up. Hey, flex.
They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Check. Where y'all going?
They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Gone!
On first down, Fields. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw. Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. What's the edge? Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Off play action. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Off the play fake. Fields. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Where y'all going? Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58. Wide left. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, Liz. Hoka over here.
And the blitz does come. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun!
Off play action. Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Clay Matthews able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A give. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now. Off the play fake. Fields. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On the ground, Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off play action. Fields. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Looking to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Fields. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Fields rolling to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying, I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They still can't get it. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Oh, look at this play call. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Over.
Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Liz. Where y'all going?
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, where y'all going? Gun. Callie, strong left, Callie. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Yeah, Liz. Gun. Kill. Where y'all going?
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Detroit! Gun!
Off play action. Fields. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big one. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Over.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Over. Hey, 50. Hey.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Jordan bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Again, it's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Fields. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The busy night continues for Kamara. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. They run it again with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Tight on it. 319. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super